Hello everyone, my name is Katarina Brekalo and I am a physics student at Cal Poly University. I will be presenting the technical development and dissemination of ISEC, but before I begin, I would like to thank MEX for funding our project and their support. Today I will be going over the different thermal storages that we have with the ISEC. I'll talk about our global learning community, and our shift to rural electrification and large-scale importing. So this is a simple schematic of the insulated solar electric cooker. It uses a resistive heater directly connected to a 100-watt solar panel. We use a 100-watt panel because they are the most affordable option. So the Direct ISEC, it's the most widely used because it is the least expensive and most easiest to construct. It works great for daytime cooking with the help of insulation. So why do we use solar panels? The reason we use solar panels is because their cost has been decreasing over the years and it still continues to decrease. We can purchase solar panels now for 20 cents a watt from Alibaba. So the 100-watt solar panel that we use only costs us $20, making it an affordable and very effective solution. But back to the Direct ISEC, it is sometimes hard to cook with just 100 watts. 100 watts allows us to boil about a kilogram of water in an hour, but people want more power. And not only do they want more power, but they want the ability to also cook at night once the sun sets. So this led us to explore thermal storage options, one being using a phase change material, which is heated using the same resistive heater. So when it's heated, it absorbs and stores energy as the material melts. Once the sun is no longer available, the liquid material solidifies and heat energy is then released back, allowing the ISEC to be used for cooking later at night. So as we can see, the phase change material is contained between these two pots here, and we have tested 3 different materials here. So 2 sugar alcohols, erythritol and xylitol, work very, very well. They do have lower melting temperatures compared to the nitrate salts. The nitrate salts have much, much higher melting temperatures, which allows us to store a greater amount of energy in the phase change. So, however, it does require a different form of heater because of the high temperatures. An immersive heater would be necessary to accommodate these high temperatures. This is a picture of what an ISEC would actually look like. So on the left, we have the Direct ISEC, and then on the right, this has a phase change material with erythritol. We insulate our ISECs with either rock wool or fiberglass insulation, and then we cover the insulation in a high temperature welder's blanket. And so insulation is very, very important. We even insulate the lid and the top to reduce heat loss from all areas. An alternate thermal storage is also using metal pucks. So this is a 3.2 kilogram aluminum puck, and you heat it throughout the day, and then when you want to cook, you put a pot right on top, and we can see this being done in this example.
Some chow in there, right? Put this over here. Okay, here we go. Okay, and that thing is really hot, as you can hear, and I can smell. And then push it down, slam it back, and let it sit.
So that's just a small snippet of us cooking some vegetables using the aluminum puck storage. You can hear the sizzling, meaning it gets very, very hot and works pretty well. So this is the different thermal storage options that we have for the ISEC. Now I want to shift gears and talk a little bit about our supergroup community, where we work with collaborators from all over, as you can see here on the map. We work with collaborators in India and several countries in Africa, Jamaica, and here in the States as well. So we have weekly meetings with all of our collaborators and our research students where we discuss new ideas, updates, and we support each other any way that we can. So they are every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and everyone is always welcome to come. So this community has really grown into one large learning community where knowledge and progress are shared constantly on our online forum and in our weekly meetings. We strongly encourage local manufacturing or construction of the ISECs to support each country's local economy. And we do this through our construction manual that we have made public for anyone to view, as well as holding training sessions concerning the technical side of the ISEC development. So we understand that not everyone comes from a technical background and value taking the time to provide any help that we can. So one of our collaborators, Bajenga, who is from Cameroon, has conducted a few campaigns to show local women and families how to use the ISEC. So this image is showing 3 different ISECs, each connected to a 100-watt panel, and them cooking their local meals, which is very, very important because cooking local meals is a great way to prove that ISECs can be used for everyday cooking. So this was very successful, and it's the first of many successful training sessions to come. So we have also shifted from our technical development and shifted our attention to prioritizing rural electrification. So we believe with our technology that we can develop access to inexpensive electricity in rural regions. And this will be done by delivering equipment such as solar panels in large-scale shipment containers, which I will elaborate more on in a few slides. But we are working on this very closely with one of our collaborators, Robert Van Buskirk, he's shown here in this image down below. He founded a solar power company, Kuyere, which is based in Malawi. They have a very similar goal for providing affordable and sustainable solar electricity to rural households in Africa. So not only do we share a common goal, but we also share a common dissemination model. So working with Robert, an effective market strategy has been implemented. So as an incentive for families to use the ISEC, we believe that purchasing the ISEC and solar panel together should be less expensive than purchasing the solar panel by itself. So this can be done by buying the solar panels at the factory door, which prices range from 16 to 20 cents per watt, and importing them to the country of interest. So Robert is currently working with a handful of our collaborators now and are following this process. So first, we want to make sure that there is a market wanting to buy solar panels. And once that's established, we ask the collaborator to determine the cost of solar panels in their country. The wholesale versus factory prices of solar panels vary greatly. So knowing this disparity is key. And then thirdly, any experience or knowledge of shipping imports in the country and additional taxes or duties associated with them is also very helpful because we've had experience with high duties attached to imports and they vary on country to country. So these 3 items are very important in planning accordingly to the collaborators' needs as well as Robert's bandwidth. So another component in working towards rural electrification is using the ISEC with a lithium titanate battery. They are more advantageous over other lithium batteries because they have a longer life cycle, faster charging performance, and are much more resistant to temperature variations. The lithium titanate battery can cycle multiple times per day, and it can power other devices, for example, lights, tablets, or phones, as well as the ISEC cooker, of course. And it can withstand 10,000 to 30,000 cycles. So this is 10 to 100 times better than a regular lithium ion battery. This means that they can last at least 10 plus years, which compared to a regular battery is 3 to 5 years. So this in turn can reduce the e-waste over the long term when compared to other batteries. The batteries are built using individual battery cells, which cost about 20 cents per watt hour, resulting in a total construction cost of about $100, which supplies 500 watts of power. So these are intended to be built in the country where they will be used, supporting local technology. And we can see an example of the construction process, the same picture of Robert here on the left, conjoining the battery cells here in series. So in the future, we plan to continue the technical development of the lithium titanate batteries, as well as continue our solar panel dissemination with our collaborators, and of course, educating and supporting local communities on our technology, and most importantly, cooking wonderful meals using our ISEC. Another little disclaimer is our project advisor, Pete Schwartz, will be visiting a variety of countries in Africa to continue implementing our goals. So thank you again. I've put our contacts here. Please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. Also, our ISEC research site is here down below. Thank you again.